Sir made
Here-
Schardt stumble a bit.
An objection that the state has regarding the last line of questioning by Mr. Schardt.
He's upset.
When the state objected based on the beginning of his question, and Mr. Schardt asked the question that
Bad
he
faith.
did, are you aware that the district attorney told your attorney that you face 20 years of probation? This is not the first such kind of question regarding something that is improper that has come up. And I would ask the court to remind counsel that those types of, that's not an appropriate line of questioning. It's not a relevant line of questioning. And it's just an attempt to essentially cast aspersions on opposing counsel. And I don't think that
On
that
you.
is proper, at least not the question that he asked.
Your Honor, I wasn't casting aspersions on opposing counsel. I was casting aspersions of what opposing counsel did. I couldn't
Same
believe.
thing, Your Honor.
Can I finish? I couldn't believe
Okay.
it when I was in court the other day, and a DA is sitting there talking to, in open court, to the attorney of a witness, and is openly saying, "I just want to remind him he's on probation for 20 years. I mean it." And my thing is, she knows why she said it.
Your Honor,
That message was to be relayed to to Quindarrius Zachary. That's the only reason it would be said in open court. And I assume that Mr. Scheib, in his short tenure as attorney for Mr. Zachary, conveyed that message, because that message was made loud and clear in open court. And Mr. Scheib was not the one that needs to testify, according to the state. Mr. Scheib's not the one on probation. Mr. Zachary is. So yes, when the state says about a state's witness to their attorney in open court, I just want to remind him he's on probation for 20 years, and I'll charge him with perjury and we'll revoke his probation, whatever was said, I'll rely on the transcript. Yeah, I assume that message has been relayed to the witness, and I do believe it was intimidation. I'm not going to sit here and say it's witness intimidation and all that. I'm not saying that, Judge. What I'm saying is intimidation in the colloquial layman's term sense. It was a message that was sent, and I wanted to see if he received the message, because that is relevant to his bias and motive in testifying.
Your Honor, Mr. Schardt knows that, number one, all of the things that he's representing is being said weren't said, and he still knows that that was an improper question to place before this witness. And to the extent that any attorney is asked something outside the presence of the witness, to ask the witness, was he aware of something that was said outside of his presence? Mr. Schardt has no good faith basis for asking the witness a question. It is not relevant whether or not the witness's attorney, some other person, was told that his client should not commit perjury. And I don't think all of what Mr. Schardt said was even what was actually said. But the question that he asked the witness was not a proper question. It was just an attempt to paint a lie to the jury that someone is trying to intimidate this witness, when frankly, the only person that the witness has been friendly to is all of his friend Shannon's lawyers. And Mr. Scheib is talking to Mr. Stillwell's lawyer, and Mr. Scheib is representing Mr. Zachary. So the idea that somehow the state is trying to intimidate a witness is ludicrous, when and that the lie that he's putting before the jury that that is what is happening is improper, and he knows it's improper. And I would ask that the court keep him from making those types of false assertions, false representations, misleading representations before the jury under 403.
Note, Your Honor, that not one time when Mr. Zachary was on the stand did I claim that Miss Love intimidated him. I never used the word intimidate in front of the jury. I'm talking about. What I said was, are you aware? And that Miss Love talked about your, I can't quote directly, but talked about you're still on 20 years probation, which was said. I don't even independently know how many years probation is on. The only reason I know is because Miss Love said it in open court. So everything was factual. And, I think it's relevant when a DA is saying, and I'm not trying to pick a fight with Miss Love. If people are difficult witnesses, we all deal with difficult witnesses in different ways. So I'm not even trying to judge what she said or how she said it. All I'm saying is it was said. And I wanted to know if he got that message, because that message was clearly intended for him. It wasn't intended for Dennis Schardt.
Well, I'm not sure that's true because at the time, I don't think they had yet negotiated the terms of the immunity deal. But Ms. Love, your objection was sustained. So it's really all there is to it.
Your Honor, I think the main thing to it is that Mr. Schardt he talked.
Ms. Love, I'm going to take a bathroom break, okay? I haven't had one for the last couple of times that everybody else has.
She said bye. Oh my goodness. Love was really about to keep going. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. One in the chat for that walkout.